Hi guys, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to show you two types of bruschetta. The first one's going to be a lovely fresh tomato and basil one. The second one's going to be a rich and creamy mushroom one. So let's get on to the ingredients. So first we're going to do the tomato and basil one. So what you need to do is you need to get your tomatoes out and you're going to cut them all in half and squeeze all the juices out. Once you squeeze all the juices out, put the skins to one side, and then what you're going to do is cut them in half again and maybe put them back in there. This is all done now. All we need to do now is squeeze the juices and the seeds into the bowl. Right, so what I'm going to do now is cut the skin or flesh in half, and then we'll just cut them in. Okay, so we've chopped all the tomatoes up, put them in there. We just add a bit of salt, pinch of salt, pinch of pepper. And then what we're going to do the classic salad dressing, which is the 3-to-1 method, which is 3 parts extra virgin olive oil and 1 part of balsamic vinegar we're using. What we're going to do is we're going to do a teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. And then we're going to do a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Then we're going to give that a mix. Right, so this is done. What we're going to do now is put this to one side, behind me. And what's going to happen now is to leave that, and all the juices from the tomatoes, balsamic vinegar and olive oil is just going to mix together more. Now we're going to move on to the mushroom one. So what we're going to do is we're going to get mushrooms, and all the big ones cut in half. Right, so it does look like a lot of mushrooms, but what's going to happen is they're all going to wilt down, so it will shrink down and it won't look as much. Right, so this big one, all we're going to do now is we're going to cut this one into 6 pieces. Chuck that in. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn this hob on to around medium heat. What we're going to do is add 2 knobs of butter and a splash of olive oil. We should let that butter melt down first. So the butter's now melted. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add all the mushrooms in, so it doesn't all splash up. Give them a coating. Like that. Then we'll put the lid on. Let them steam down. Right, so whilst that's reducing down, we're going to get our parsley here and we're going to chop that up really fine. Okay, so that's done. Now what we're going to do, we'll put that in this bowl. That to the side for now. So now what we'll do is we'll get our ciabatta and we'll just cut the ends off. And what you can do, you can keep them for breadcrumbs. Yeah. Then you should get around 3 out of 3 slices. Like that. Okay, so that's all the ciabatta done. And now what we'll do is we'll just give them a drizzle of olive oil on top. Okay, so turn all over and then we'll do the same thing to the opposite side. Okay, so this is how to check the mushrooms. And as you can tell, there is a lot of water in there. So what we're going to do is take the lid off and we're just let it all juice down. Okay, so we add half a glass of wine in. Make sure it's not your mum and dad's best one, because I'm not sure if they'll be happy for that. If you haven't got wine, you can use vegetable stock. So we're going to pour that in. that. Let's give that a mix. That reduce a bit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to peel the garlic, and there's a handy trick for it. If you get a bit of hose pipe, you just cut it up, or you can buy one of these, and all you do is put it in the middle, roll, it comes straight off. So you get 2 of them. Like that. Put these in the middle. Right, so now what we're going to do, that's reduced down, which is burnt off the alcohol, and we just add a bit of salt and pepper. And then we're going to add a bit of cream. That's stir. This to one side now. I'm going to put this grill on. What I'm going to do now is make sure this grill is really, really hot. And we're just going to lay these on. Grill these up. Be careful not to burn yourself. And turn the fan on so you don't set the fire alarm off. Right, so what you're looking for, something like that. They're not burnt, it's just where it's been charred. And once you see them, turn them over. Some aren't done, just leave them. So bread done, tomatoes done, mushrooms done. So we're just going to bring that mushroom over. There. And now we're going to dish up. So what you need to do is you put 2 of these onto each plate. So what we're going to do now is you've got the garlic, and we're just going to rub this on. And what this is going to do, it's going to have the garlicky flavour on the actual top of the bread. You may not think it'll be a lot, but you'll be able to taste it. Let's put that to the side. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put these tomatoes in one. A bit of salt as well. Okay, and then what we'll do is we're going to get a basil leaf on this one. Just tear bits up. Done one. Now I'm going to do the other one. Bit more of the sauce. Basil, break that up on top. And then what we'll do, put that to the side. Garlic again. Just rub that over it again. And we're going to get our mushrooms. Exact same as the other one. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get a bit of parsley. Put it on top. I've just cleaned this plate, and then we've got our tomato bruschetta here, and then we've got our creamy mushroom bruschetta there. Try. You can really taste the garlic on that. You've got the acidity of the balsamic vinegar and the tomatoes. The basil has a nice little topping flavour. Let's try the mushroom one. Completely different. We've got a rich flavour with the cream. Mushrooms add that oomph. And the parsley on top. You need to try this at home. There you have it, guys, my 2 types of bruschetta. I hope you liked this video, so go check out my last one, which was spicy pizza wraps, and have a great day.